State the motion, Mr. Mayor.
The motion is to rename Alcaniz Street from Cervantes North to Tahar.
Well, Mr. Mayor, when Mr. Panko hit his light, I really thought that Mr. Panko was getting ready to thank the city manager for the Fiesta fireworks. I really did not know that during mayor council communications we were going to go in this direction. But when Mr. Panko made his dual designation motion, I really got excited. I said, this may be the compromise that will work. It will honor our history, and it'll honor our heroes. Unfortunately, we've got to the point where we are right now, where we're already right back where we started. And along the road, we've done a lot of things. We passed on Main Street. I agree. I think we should have done it then. I think we would all be happy. I've worked with a lot of the members in the audience on Davis Street. I think Davis Street is a wonderful compromise. It goes through the same neighborhoods, it means the same residences and businesses. I think that would be a wonderful compromise, but we really haven't had much enthusiasm about it, and I've been very disappointed about it. But as I said, here we are really kind of back where we started, and we've left some of these exciting compromises get by us. So to make it short, Mr. Mayor, I really cannot support the motion simply on historical reasons. I've stated them many times before, and I won't repeat them. If the motion passes, let's move on. If it doesn't pass, I ask those in the audience to bring me a compromise. Bring me a compromise that does not include changing the historical name of Alcaniz, and I promise you, I will listen. I realize it's important, and I will do that. But at this point in time, I cannot change the historical name of Alcaniz. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Wiggins. Ms. Thompson?
Well, I don't even know myself what to say at this point other than I hope that we can go ahead and get past this on tonight. We say that, and no disrespect to Mr. Wiggins, but, you know, many times we do say, give me something and I'm willing to do it, and then when it's given, then there's a problem. So I think that no matter what we do, there's going to be a problem. Somebody's not going to like it. Somebody's going to have a problem with it for whatever reason. And so I think that it just boils down to the fact that you can't please all of the citizens, but I think it should be that the majority, if the majority of the citizens who have spoken up and who tend to come to the meetings, who make all of the meetings when these issues come up, have spoken, and the other individuals are, you know, they're saying they're against it for whatever reason, but they don't show up at the meetings. They're not here to voice their opinions and make themselves known that they're in a majority or in a minority or whatever their status is. So therefore, I do have a problem with us not listening to what the majority of the people who take the time to come out to the city council meetings and voice their opinions, what they want. And I know at this point the motion to go from Cervantes Street to Tahar is not what the group and the people who have spoken in other meetings prior to this want. But at this point, if it means that we can at least accomplish something, then I most certainly would be willing to support having something done for Dr. King at this point. And then rather than us leaving here and not doing anything on tonight, and then we end up in the same position and people going away feeling that they have not been well represented by their city council people. As I say, you know, too, I know some of the people say that, you know, we want to maintain the historicness of Alcaniz, but I also have the challenge of from Reverend Hugh King that if you can show by the map of Pensacola that Alcaniz Street was historic all the way down to where it is today, then I might be inclined to agree with you, but I really don't think that that's possible because of the fact that Pensacola has grown, even though it's not as large as some other cities, but it has grown. And then the other thing is that, many of the people have reasons because of business people. Well, as I said, those business people haven't taken the time to come as we have had so many of the citizens who are here tonight and other citizens who have been here to come and express their opinion to say that they're against it. So I think, in an issue like this, If you're going to do the will of the people, I think it's always been fair to say that the majority basically has ruled. And I know that there are times that the majority doesn't always need to rule, that they exclude the rights of the minority. But I think if certainly in this issue, that when we've had so many forums to talk about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Street, and we've had so many opportunities for people to come and express themselves to make their wills known, then I think that we most certainly need to be listening to the majority of the people and making sure that we're trying to do something to at least, because I think that these people have most certainly been very, very eager to try to compromise. I think it's us in the city council positions who haven't been as eager to compromise in this situation. And as I said, I certainly thought that we would at least go, if we were going to do dual designation, from Maine all the way down. But since that seems to be a problem as well, then I think that at least we should be able to go away having done something rather than doing nothing. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson. Next speaker will be Ms. Jones.